Welcome to Acquired Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
It's 2:00. Do you know where your children are?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Excellent questions. Black Friday.
Oh, geez, man. I keep forgetting that today's Black Friday, man. I've been out of retail long enough that this day means nothing to me.
The highway didn't.
It's
Oh,
crazy
fair
out
enough,
there.
yeah.
I don't know how it gets worse every year when you can just order shit online. Like, how is it still so busy out?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
understand.
glad it is because that means people are employed. But
Well, yeah, it means people are out spending money. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true. It is.
yeah, there's still workers at those stores.
I guess that is true. I'd rather see people outside than just
Yeah.
locked in the house. You know.
I'd
Slowly
rather be
moving,
locked in the house.
slowly moving towards the pods that the elite want us to be in.
Yeah, just producing money.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty much just like dystopian future of the Matrix,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but instead of us producing electricity, it's just money.
Yeah.
That's a
There's
Black
no-
Mirror episode.
And there's no Morpheus to pull you out.
That's unfortunate.
Just like the fourth one. Anyway.
We don't. I forgot that movie existed, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, same.
All right, so yeah, welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are a history-based podcast, serious history, unserious host. The hosts are us. We are very unserious.
Mhm.
If you're new to the podcast, we appreciate giving us a listen. Again, history, mystery, music is our game. Comedy throughout the entire thing, of course, because we think we're hilarious, and we're right. If you're new, please give us a like, give us a follow on all the social medias, on all the listening platforms you can. Give us a rating too after you listen to this episode. It's gonna be a good one. Go back and listen to our also too. We're coming close to like 180 episodes at this point, so
Yeah.
it's a lot. There's a topic for pretty much everybody at this point.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're new, we appreciate giving us a listen. For those returning, we appreciate sticking with us all these years. We do it for y'all at this point. It's for you.
Mhm.
It really is for you. So as per usual, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're staying hydrated. Remember to kiss your mother if you can, and get your forehead kisses. There you go. Also, happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate.
Mhm.
That was yesterday. So we're recording obviously on Black Friday, like we mentioned before. This comes out Tuesday. So hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. For those who celebrate, I know I did. Went to two different families instead of my usual sitting on my couch watching.
Oh, nice.
Indubitably.
Well, I usually go through like the Bob's Burgers specials for like that certain holiday is my tradition for myself. But Jess obviously dragged me to her family thing. Went to both sides of her family this time. That was
Ooh,
oh yeah, it was a whole day.
okay.
Good time. It's a good time.
Yeah,
It's a good time.
yeah.
I ate a lot. I ate two different dinners on the same day though, man. I have been pooping today.
Mm.
Your
Yeah.
boy has been having some tummy troubles.
Man,
Yep.
went to my sister's house. And she just went all out, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Every single Thanksgiving Day item you could think of was there.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, just bought me a shirt. It was this dirty, so I'm not wearing it right now. But it said, it's like this is deviled eggs, and it says, "You know why I'm here." Thankfully, her mother-in-law also knows why I'm here, so she like actually made 3 different types of deviled eggs.
Nice.
Nice.
She knows.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys checked out the Thanksgiving Day episode and had some cool Thanksgiving Day stories to tell your family.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much just us talking about the various Macy Day Parade incidents. But yeah, that was our last episode. So if you have not heard it,
Yeah.
go check that out.
Plural incidents.
Yeah. There's so many.
And I do want to set something straight before I forget and before we get a comment. I know there was a Morpheus in the fourth Matrix, but it's Morpheus in name only.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it was in Fishburne?
It wasn't Fishburne.
Right. It was some
I don't know him.
I can't remember.
I don't know him. But yeah, I'm just making
Was
a
it the
comment.
skinny dude?
You're skinnier. Yeah, I would say it was skinnier.
Yeah, I can't do that. That movie is pretty much wiped from my brain at this point, and I'm okay with it.
As it should be.
This Olipop cream soda is delightful.
Dude, I told you those things smack. Schmack.
This episode
Yeah.
brought to you by.
I wish, man. I would love these ones from Olipop. Because like I don't really drink pop in the first place, just because of health reasons. I'm already fat. I'm already like pre-diabetic, so yeah, I gotta watch my sugars before I end up like Big Mama.
I've been desperately looking for like a substitute, something that's like
There it is.
that's solid.
Yeah, it is, dude.
That's why I like these.
Mm.
Oh, yes. Required Taste Podcast, also brought to you by Sparkling Ice Caffeine.
It's caffeine water.
We got to have the ding noise, the ding. Like every time we
Yeah, we've been at this for a while, so I mean, hopefully we get a sponsorship at some point.
I actually have a list of some new noises I want added that are similar to the cartoon running noise.
Yeah, I actually have. There's like a whole nother page of special effects that I can actually program that I keep forgetting about. That's just blank, essentially. So,
Can you hit the running noise again? It's just hilarious.
um,
Quick, get the moped.
I'm assuming that's what you're referring to.
That's
It
the
is.
one.
Man, speaking of Black Friday, dude, like I really don't do Black Friday shopping because I mean, after years
Never
and
have.
years of retail, it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. Like I was there in the era of like people still getting trampled for like a 55
pre-internet.
Exactly,
Yeah.
So I was there for that part, and it's not nearly as bad as it used to be.
Yeah,
For
I guess
sure.
I should say pre-internet shopping craze.
Right before that happened, yeah, before Amazon
not
changed
that
the game. Actually, we were alive for that, but still.
Well,
not
yeah,
quite.
but we weren't old
Employed.
enough to be employed pre-internet. But yeah,
That's
before
true.
the internet shopping
That's
craze.
true. That's true. But yeah, like so, I just avoid it for the most part. I mean, consumerism, as we were just saying, like we were pretty much just meat pods
Yeah.
making money for the billionaires, and I just tried to avoid it. It's whatever. But I did buy something on Black Friday this year. I bought a new toothbrush because I'm an adult.
Dude, I have one in my shopping cart right now on
That's hilarious.
Amazon. I was going to order it today because
That's
it's on
great.
sale.
Yeah, dude. Like so, it's like the
Wow.
Oral B ones, like the circular ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like $200 normally, man. But just to get my damn teeth clean. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my teeth, but still,
Yeah.
Jeez.
$200 is
Good
a lot of dollars.
toothbrush will like change the game. That's one of those items, like if you get a good shower head,
Mm.
that'll change your life.
I after I moved
Yeah.
into this house, I changed the shower head, dude. It was a game changer.
That's a
Changer.
pressure
It was.
game
Yeah.
that you're playing with there.
Well,
Also,
that's also fair.
Yeah.
I just thought of a really good point. This is going to, well, not stray off topic, but stray about whatever we were going to talk about before.
Hmm.
Do you remember when we were kids and they would release toys and they would be like let's say the Power Rangers toy, the
Mhm.
big dinosaur one had parts to it that you could buy separately,
Yes. Hmm.
and you had to like collect them all or to get like a whole series.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, there a lot of the movies would talk about the rush of the holiday sales to get
Sure.
the last pink Power Ranger or the last White Ranger to complete the set.
Sure.
Do you think that still happens nowadays?
I don't think so.
I highly
You know,
doubt it. I don't even think the toys have the staying power that ours did.
Yeah, because tablets are a thing.
What's that?
Because tablets are a thing.
Yeah, well, there's that, but I also don't think that. I guess I think the shows that
Oh, I see.
the toys are modeled after. I'm not saying kids don't like their shows, but I think there's a less rabid fandom,
But-
like
It's a different
our
timeline.
our
Right.
generation had. Like, you
Ooh.
know, dude, like if when you were on the playground and somebody wanted to be the same Power Ranger you wanted to, I'm gonna kill your entire bloodline.
Yeah,
Like,
the fuck you are.
That's me. I'm Red Ranger. You know? That's and then it's
Yes.
Sweet costumes. Too bad you're gonna have to get rid of it.
Yeah, that is so
how's
true.
your mother gonna tuck in a corpse? You son of a bitch.
That is very true.
You know,
That
so
is very,
it's
very true.
I don't know, and I mean I'm speaking
Yeah.
ignorantly. I don't have kids.
I was
but,
thinking
mean,
of-
watching my nephew and people who have kids
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything. I feel like I don't see the same.
Oh yeah, I thought
know?
about it because I was at a TJ Maxx the other day, and they got the whole big section of just grab deals, tables with whatever for anybody, adults, kids, teenagers. They got it says a table for everything, and Lily just turned 5, and it's like I was like, what is she into? She's literally into Godzilla, like 1960s Godzilla.
Dude, I
Hell yeah.
forgot about that because when I have a Godzilla poster downstairs and she loved it apparently, and I completely
Yeah.
forgot that I was told that.
If you've never seen 1962 Godzilla or King Kong versus Godzilla, you need to do yourself a favor and watch that. It's
Mhm.
hilarious.
Yeah, use the long weekend, use a holiday weekend
Um,
to treat yourself to some
yeah.
Godzilla.
But when I was 5 years old, if you were like, what are we gonna get DJ? It's like get them fucking Power Rangers or get them X-Men.
Sure.
Done deal.
Power Rangers or
You know,
Batman the animated series.
And they
over here.
probably
Turtles.
have a couple
Turtles.
options of my favorites. Yeah, Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
And it's like with Lily, I was like, man, like I don't even. Does she even have a show that's like I want this character? It was like no,
Yeah.
no. It was just like just get her something that she can squish with her hands.
Mhm. Yeah.
Something like that.
And
You know, what I mean?
even when they do like something, it's just the classics. So like my nephew, problematic for me, But my nephew, his favorite, unless it's changed, but his favorite superhero is Spider-Man, which makes me Uncle Ben.
Ha!
Which is why
Rip.
we have the tool. But,
Yes.
but
What kind of gun is it?
this Glock 17.
Yeah, sponsor you by Glock.
Dude, I wish.
We'd have the Deutschmarks in here.
Oh, we got heartbeat.
Yeah.
I think out of all of us, like out of the what five of us out on this podcast, don't most of us own a Glock at this point? They need to be sponsored by Glock. Just saying.
I don't
Putting
that out there.
possibly, but yeah. So it's like even when he's crazy about something, it's the stuff that's been around forever.
Sure.
But the stuff that's coming out now, it's not
yeah.
And you can tell by their Halloween costume choices. Like I mean, you still have Star Wars people and classic horror characters and. It's like Halloween. I didn't have anybody walk up to my house that I didn't recognize what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Unless they went with like the real I'm just going to be a creepy ventriloquist doll or something.
Yeah.
Something generic, I guess is what I mean.
You just gave me a flashback to Goosebumps, and I didn't like it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's that's true though. Yeah, because I mean, I guess the staying power of our childhood didn't go really anywhere as far as the characters go. Because Star Wars is still a thing. They're still making Spider-Man movies. Like
and
they're
the forever things, kind of some of them started when we were kids, so we were like the first wave.
Absolutely, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, like all that started with us.
The first generation of marketing for children.
Yeah,
when they figured it out. The '80s, they didn't quite figure it out. They were like, Bozo the Clown looks pretty fucking creepy. We haven't figured that out yet.
He looks way creepier than I remember.
Dude, it messes me up.
It's bad because like, when you haven't thought about it in a long time, you just think like, off-brand Ronald McDonald. That's probably what he looked like, and then you go back and look like, holy.
Yeah, on gritty 80s TV, it looks very serial killer.
Like a snuff film.
Not okay, dude. It is 10 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Yeah,
90s, they finally figured it out.
Yeah. Jeez.
Like, they were like, we can still do fun stuff without the blood and creepy clowns.
We're gonna have this. We're gonna the older we get, though, we're gonna just stop calling this the icebreaker section and start calling it the "Do you remember?"
Yes,
because
sweet reminiscence.
We're aging, and this portion of the podcast is getting longer as we age.
Yeah, it is.
That's okay. Getting old's a privilege. Not everybody gets to do it. Live it up.
That's true, though. Yeah, yep, very true. Nothing to add to that. Oh man, indeed. Yeah, I don't really know what I think kids are just like all these like cartoons that you were talking about. Like I think they have like apps or like games or like something like that. That
if you show them the stuff that we grew up with, they love it. Like they respond to it. It's universal across time. It's just not there for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I showed Lily Drop Dead Fred.
Oh okay.
And she was like glued to that movie because the girl in that movie is like 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like instant. As soon as she saw Fred, I was like, "Yep, still got it, Fred. We still got it."
We took my I think I mentioned it on here before. Actually, we took my nephew a couple years back to the Mask because they put it back in theaters for its anniversary.
Oh yeah,
showing.
Nice.
I think I mentioned on here, and a couple years ago we took him to that, and he loved it.
Yeah,
fantastic.
We are talking Jim Carrey's Mask, not the really sad one with Cher.
Yes, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about with Cher.
You never seen that movie, The Mask?
I don't know what they were talking about.
With Cher, she's a mother, and her son has a really deformed face.
Oh wow! You just unlocked something in my brain.
Never.
You don't remember that movie?
No.
Yeah, Cher is the mom.
Sorry, my Cher catalog is very shallow.
And the kid's face was real jacked up. He had like this like the Elephant Man disease, where his face was literally like elongated, and it was just a sad movie about him being a teenager, and his hot mom was.
So it just gave.
Well, dude, we have to watch it. We watched that in school.
Oh wow!
I don't remember why, but I remember watching that in class.
Like, how you kids feeling? Like, pretty good. Like, not anymore. Like,
well,
you're stuck in the Mask.
There's a list of like, you know how like the government's like been like banning books and shit because they're horrible, horrible. Not the books, the government, but like there should be movies that are not should be shown in school. That is one of them. Like that should be top, like one of the top lists. It's like that, and don't get me wrong, like this is a very important movie. Everybody should see it. But Roots, showing Roots in a school that's predominantly white is hilarious. So, anyways,
how many episodes was in Roots though? I mean, that's an undertaking.
Yeah, it was an undertaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
I've
a
seen
kid,
I've seen pictures. I never knew the movie.
Mm-hmm.
young Cher.
Okay.
I feel
I
like
mean, if
Cher's
Cher
a time traveler.
if
She's
Cher was my mom, I'd probably look like that too. Be all the singing.
Oh my God. Well, that's our intro. Moving on.
Anytime she starts to ask, "Do you believe?" No.
Oh my God. Well then.
Oh.
So, anyways, what are we talking about today?
Today's a really cool one. I kind of discovered this on my YouTube wormhole dives. My algorithms got me so pegged down now because I'm just such a fucking stoner. I just like pick the weirdest thing. I could be like, I want to watch like gym fails, or like I want to watch like specifically like this type of. I want to watch interrogation videos where a psychologist does the narration the whole
Okay.
time.
I mean,
or
that's
just something.
I would say the Jim Fails one's a little more universal. That
Yeah.
one's a little out
It
there.
could be anywhere
Yeah.
in between, from like dark web stuff to that, and somewhere along the line this came up. We're talking about the Oklahoma Panhandle, which actually has some pretty crazy history. I only knew of like the Texas Panhandle. I didn't know Oklahoma had a panhandle.
You haven't looked at a map?
Well, I mean, I never paid attention that there was a fucking little panhandle there for Oklahoma. I'm sorry, I didn't memorize the whole fucking United States, Ben.
What's your excuse?
I just said I was sorry. What do you mean? That's the end right there. There's your closure.
So I could tell you Wyoming has a panhandle and you would believe me?
I would be susceptible to believe you.
This is going to be a fun hour. Oh.
While I'm on the purple paralyzer, yes. I absolutely would.
I really didn't think you were going to steer into the skid this hard.
I mean, going to a dispensary before you leave the podcast episode is a bold move.
On Black Friday, it was like, let's fucking rock and roll,
I don't have anything to do today. Ah, shit.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got shit to do.
The purple paralyzer has seeped into you now.
Oh yeah. So for the listeners, earlier before we started recording this episode, we were downstairs and DJ's girlfriend was like, "Hey, well, like take them cookies." Like, cool, whatever. So we're sitting there, and Ben starts getting a cookie. Halfway through, like realize, like, wait a minute.
That's left DJ's hands.
Wait a minute. Wait a tick.
You hear like the Asian music before they battle play.
Like an old like old kung fu movie, yes.
It's like Ghost of Tsushima, the duel scenes.
Musashi.
I see you fell for the oldest trick in the book, my friend. Ben's just like, oh no. It's like when Jean-Claude Van Damme gets the dust thrown in his eyes in Bloodsport.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're just like, all right, we need Ben to lay down. We're just like, put him on the couch.
It'd be even funnier. DJ's high enough to not be able to judge distance, and I'm over here.
Well, high enough and blind enough.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
twofer.
Throw it at his couch.
So you don't have any depth perception at all, is what I see.
Like, yeah, why did you throw dust at my couch?
Where'd
I
you get
just
dust?
vacuumed.
Why do you have a pocket of dust?
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Exactly.
But,
Don't need to explain that one.
but for those that are concerned, no, DJ did not drug me. He's on the trusted list.
I feel like that's like a really bad thing to do as a friend.
Oh, it is. It is.
dose
I
Oh
would,
yeah,
friends.
it's a dick move.
Especially if they've never even done anything
I would be
before.
in jail.
Yeah.
I got trust issues.
Like, I
with
feel
that.
like you would not forgive me for that one.
No. No. We'd still record. We would still record because it would be marketable, but I would not.
This is now business from there
It's-
on out.
You know what though? John would still be slightly higher on the shit list for letting me get stung.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that was the
that's-
most preventable thing.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, really.
Yeah.
So you'd be tied with John. And we haven't seen John in many weeks. So what's that tell you?
Jeez.
Okay, so the Oklahoma Panhandle's got some really crazy history because for a short period in time, nobody had governed the Oklahoma Panhandle. So it was just a fucking literal Wild West.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I'll give like a little rough history of Oklahoma Panhandle. It is a 3.5 by 167 mile rectangle, about 5,700 square miles between the 100th and 103rd meridians and 36th and 37th parallels. In 1850, Texas had ceded a strip of its northern territory due to the Missouri Compromise. Texas couldn't keep land north of the line where slavery was prohibited. The borders of Kansas were set farther than the 37th parallel, leaving this orphan, quote unquote, between Texas, Kansas, Colorado, and New Mexico, unattached to any state or territorial government. And if you look at a map, the Oklahoma Panhandle it looks exactly that. It's just this little fucking strip of land, that was basically in the middle of this, I guess we'd have to talk about the Missouri Compromise a little bit just to
Yeah,
get
I
into
don't
that.
know why you're telling me what it looks like. I have a map.
What am I supposed to look at, man? God damn it. Jesus Christ.
This is going great.
I can't fucking win, right?
I'm not gonna let that. I didn't know Oklahoma had a panhandle thing go without giving you shit. Basic geography.
God damn. So basically, for 40 years, this strip of land between 1850 and 1890 was called the Public Land Strip, which would have been shown on a federal map, also known to the press and everyone else as No Man's Land, because it was under nobody's
It
jurisdiction.
was quite literally the purge, pretty much.
Yeah,
like there's
kind of.
yeah, nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
pretty much like the Wild West, if you could think about it.
It's what you think of when you think of the Wild West.
Exactly.
Because the Wild West wasn't as wild as we think it was.
No, it was not.
At all.
Yeah.
But this small strip of land is what people think, or is how people think of the entirety of the Wild West.
Yeah. A lot of this information too is a mixture of like Perplexity and OK History, which is just Oklahoma-based history websites. So before the Panhandle became that, it was basically this indigenous area that was home to the Comanche and allied nations.
Yeah, Kiowa and Apaches, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Apaches.
I think I might be wrong on the Apaches. A Kiowa, I know for sure. There's a third one I'm forgetting, but
And this was also a territory that was often passed by Spanish and Mexican settlers, sheep herders, buffalo hunters that passed through. That gave a lot of the places names that are still there till this day, After 1874 Red River War, it forced the relocation of the Comanche bands. Cattlemen moved in, establishing basically a massive free-range herds with no taxes or no type of oversight. Which is kind of crazy, like we said. So you basically have this, roughly 6,000 square mile patch of land where it's just a snatch and grab. First come, first serve. Even then, if my gun's bigger than yours, it's mine anyway.
and what was happening, I found out, was people were walking up to these homesteads and basically knocking on the door and saying, "Hey, you settled on my claim." Blah blah blah. They're called land trotters, I think. I think it was land trotters, but yeah, they would come in, knock, and so you either had to leave or pay me, and most people, I guess, paid. At least that's what records say.
It has here, quote unquote, Saudis.
So,
Soddies.
those were the people that lived there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they built sod houses.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it was the land trotters. I think it was something trotter.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
trying to remember the name of it.
Maybe road trotter.
But actually, just going into the sod house thing, if you've ever seen a picture of how a sod house looked, it's nuts. Like it looks like a mud home on the outside.
it's
but
like it's like an earthen structure.
Exactly.
So I
So-
imagine like real like Mexico style looking like something
Mexico
like
style would be nice compared to these.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like Yoda's house.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, think about Yoda's house, but then the inside, like because again, these people didn't have much that were settled on these lands.
Right.
So what they were using was, in order to insulate the inside of the homes, they actually used newspapers.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
would like rip
wow.
apart newspaper and like line the walls of the inside of their homes with newspaper
And
to
also,
help insulate it.
yeah, and also you're not
hilarious.
in timber country, like
Right.
like the Great Lakes area or the rest of the Louisiana Purchase.
Mhm.
Or not the rest of, but the upper portion of the Louisiana Purchase where you're in, timber country to some degree.
Yeah.
Everything you just got, the earth.
Yeah, so they pretty much just used what they had because they didn't have much. So
Yeah, that's bothering me. I got to find out what that
You
name,
gotta find out
what they
the
actually
term
called
is.
those.
Yeah. I guess we should kind of talk about the Missouri Compromise a little bit before we get into too much of the detail of this little 40-year stretch of fucking lawlessness. So the Missouri Compromise was in 1820 was a landmark agreement in American history designed to balance the competing interests of slave and free states as the nation was expanding. So basically, some states were for it and some states were against it. And they had a real hard time picking out pieces of fucking land for this, especially, like I said, Oklahoma. This one piece of stretch was in between all of that, between those states I mentioned before.
And did you say the 37th parallel?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
between the 36th
Okay.
and the 37th parallel.
I just want to make sure that got mentioned.
Yeah. So by 1819, the United States was divided evenly between free and slave states, maintaining, a balance between the Senate. Missouri applied for statehood as a slave state, which threatened that balance and sparked debates in Congress over the future of slavery in Western territories. Because, at this time, there's a lot going on. Everybody's fucking moving west for a lot of different
Manifest
reasons.
destiny.
Yeah,
Right.
there's just
That's
so
happening.
many fucking crazy things going on. The North wanted to prevent any further spread of slavery, while the South argued that state sovereignty and extension of that slavery westward,
yeah, pretty much. Like I think it was it Oversimplified that did a video about this, like leading up to the Civil War.
Yeah.
Because they did a really good breakdown of how the states were expanding westward. The long and short of it, like you were kind of alluding to, was a lot of the they wanted to keep everything even. They didn't want one side or the other to have more voting power than the other side.
Mhm.
So like if there was a slave state, you had to immediately have
No.
a free state. Like they kept making new states because of that.
Yeah. And it's also the reason Texas is the size it is and California also. So,
Right.
Wow.
yeah, because it's up until then, nobody would have brought in a size or a state that size to have potentially that much voting power in the future, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You would have broken them up into, the New England of the South, essentially. But
Yeah.
you bring them in as one single state. Well, okay, you did that. So now we're bringing in California. We
Yeah.
don't want to add 15 states. We want to
Right.
add 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One for one. And but it is interesting because without it, without that back and forth, I'm curious how quickly the US would have gotten settled from
I see.
coast to coast, because this political race, lack of a better word,
Yeah.
how long would have all those things been territories? Would we have sold off, let's say, California or Washington or Oregon? Probably not, because you wouldn't sell off part of the coast. But just for the sake of
Right.
argument here, are there territories that we would have sold off and, give Minnesota back to like Canada, let's say, and now, our map looks different in this alternate time. It's interesting.
Sure.
It's
Yeah,
interesting to think about. It's
Yeah,
an interesting catalyst.
Alternate timeline. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
The forced, or the not forced, but like required or necessary evil sometimes for things to happen.
Yeah,
and fall
you
into
don't get to
place,
choose your catalyst.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you don't. You don't.
Yeah, and like I said, at those times in the 1800s, there was so much crazy shit going on that people were just like, "We got to get the fuck out of here," and everyone's like, "Which way?" And everyone's like, "That way."
That way.
Because like that was it. That was like, what else could you do?
Yeah, the
you know?
water's over here, so we're gonna go that way.
Right,
Yeah.
bad, left, good. Like that's what we're doing. So this compromise was brokered by Senator Henry Clay and Senator Jesse B. Thomas, and this was broken into 3 main parts. Missouri was admitted to the Union as a slave state. Maine was admitted as a free state after splitting from Massachusetts, maintaining the North and South balance in the Senate. The line was drawn across the rest of Louisiana Purchase at latitude 36. North, slavery would be banned in territories north of this parallel, except for Missouri itself. So no slavery north of the 36th parallel, basically.
Yeah.
Is what
Hence,
they're saying.
and in Missouri was the compromise. That's why it's called that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is kind of like a rough. I don't want to get too much into the Missouri Compromise, but this is all just kind of leading into how this Panhandle was just first established. Before, like I said, the 40-year stretch. Because it's kind of a lot to the Missouri Compromise too.
Oh, there's a ton.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that we can do on that.
There's a ton. You're talking about arguably the first steps to the Civil War.
Yeah.
So there's a lot here. I mean,
Yeah.
arguably the first steps to the Civil War were the Declaration of Independence, really, but just for the fact, because that was a compromise just to make the Union. And
Well, yeah, they left a lot out.
yeah, well, and yeah,
So-
absolutely, because it's it's do we for the North it was, even in that time for the North it was okay, do we just not make this country and allow it to continue down there, or do we compromise, bring them in, and
Right.
then end it on our terms?
Yeah, and that was, like I said, that was a compromise. 'Cause
Yeah.
there was originally supposed to be wording in the Declaration of
Mhm.
Independence that was supposed to get rid of slavery.
Yeah, by Thomas Jefferson.
By
Thomas
Jefferson, out of all the people. But
Yeah,
yes.
it's again products of their time.
Well,
Yeah.
I was more referring to what he did later on. But
yeah.
yes.
No, I know. It's just it's just so not cut and dry the way people want to
Sure.
display it
Oh, yeah, that's true.
and everything.
That's
but,
true.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I can talk about the 3/5 or the Missouri all day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But basically, that's all kind of history leading up to it.
But yes, we are talking about the preambles to the Civil War. That's the main thing. I
Yeah,
was getting
yeah,
at,
exactly.
Just to drive that home.
So now we're at no man's land. Now that we've gotten all past that, and people are first starting to settle into this territory.
And then just to go back to how you started, because I don't want them to forget.
Mhm.
Texas used to be longer. So
Mm-hmm.
this is after the Republic of Texas, and Sam Houston and all that, and they saw that America was basically expanding, getting rich, getting money, and go, well, you know what, maybe we should be a state instead of our own country. For those that don't know, that's why they're the Lone Star State.
Right.
Mhm.
They were their own country for a little bit. Texas used to be slightly longer, and they basically cut off the top. It's Texas. Yeah.
Oh, I see where you're going with
Yeah,
that. Don't go there.
Don't go.
Don't go there.
Texas Scissor. I can't. My.
Get out.
But yeah, they cut off the tip of it. They Robin Hood Men in Tights did. There we go. There we go. The very top of Texas, and then that's what DJ is talking about. That's what created the Panhandle.
Mhm.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah, soup. There's so much to it. Like I said, the prehistory to it, which is cool because we haven't really done too many episodes involving the West at that time, or any of the tribes that were there, anybody that was at the
Mhm.
land before all of this happened. So this kind of opens the door for
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's actually pretty cool because I'm actually watching Deadwood now. I had never watched it before.
I've never seen
Yeah,
Deadwood.
it's an HBO show about
okay.
Deadwood, South
Yeah.
Dakota, and
Yeah.
everything. So out west and what have you. And yeah, it's kind of timely. Different state, but timely.
So we go into some of the first settlers, these squatter towns, the locals, like as I was mistaken earlier, they were called Saudis because of what you explained, the sod houses
Mhm.
that they made. They popped up along trails.
Yeah, not the other ones.
Yeah, I would say spelled Soddie, I believe, not Saudi, but
Yeah.
Saudis.
Saudis, yeah.
Yeah, not the
I
Saud.
did spell it the first time, so
Did you?
yeah.
Okay.
I made sure.
Yeah, because you're making them sound like oil barons.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that could get us canceled.
Yeah.
Bring it.
They have the money.
So claims, town sites, ranches were established, but nobody had legal ownership or title of the property that they had
Yeah.
or claimed.
Just first come, first serve.
yeah, like I said, first come,
And
first
even
serve.
then, if you
Yeah.
leave,
And even then, if I got a bigger gun,
yeah.
the fuck
But
out.
also, if you vacate for all the family vacations that were going on back then.
Yes.
Hey, let's go to the Panhandle Water Park for a weekend. Oh no, somebody is in our house. Well, it's theirs now.
Yeah, and so basically this is lawlessness. Federal law doesn't recognize any of their property rights or any of their human rights or any of that stuff. They're
Yeah.
just not recognized by anybody. So there's no law enforcement.
Yeah, and it's and we can't fathom this, because it would be really interesting to be even our parents' age, just because they all would have been alive to see Hawaii and Alaska become states when they were territories, and we can't fathom this. But even though, we keep saying no man's land, no rule of law, or this, that, and the other, and everything, they're still not that much worse than just being a territory. Like there's not, a great amount of difference.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even the recognized territories, they were pretty much on their own. I mean, it's like the guy that killed Wild Bill, actually going back to South Dakota, Jack McCall, he was brought up on basically a bullshit trial and everything, and more or less they were able to do it, but it wasn't until another municipality got involved in Yankton, I think, and said we don't recognize this and everything. We're going to do the trial, and then they hanged him and whatnot. But I mean, that was when South Dakota was a territory. Right. Well, actually, probably just Dakota territory. But yeah, I guess what I'm saying is it's not that there's a big difference between territory and state. I don't know that there's that big a difference between no man's land and just being a territory. It really comes down to the land thing is the big separator.
Yeah,
and probably murder and stuff like that.
It was a huge land grab because you can imagine at this time, for the multiple reasons why people are starting to travel west, this is the main reason is you need a place to settle.
Yeah.
So it's like, when this piece of territory pops up, if you just happen to be within probably a couple 100 miles, it's like, fucking let's go. Like, do or die,
and also the government is pushing this because more or less, wherever the government goes, it more or less needs the private side of society to help sustain the troops that are out in those posts and and everything else. So they want people to move out west, so basically infrastructure can move out west. Otherwise, otherwise the frontier is just filled with lookout posts, and that's it.
Yeah. And if you've played any video game that has like an open world map, some of them have specifically, I'm talking about the first Red Dead that came out where John Marston is the main character. There's a whole area called I think it's called Thieves Landing.
That sounds right.
And it's a town where there's no cops. And when you go there, you can start bar fights, you can kill somebody, and nothing will happen. You don't get any bad marks on your repetition or anything like that, But this town had a post office, there was a sheriff, they did locally ran juries, they did, I don't know what you would call it, vigilante, like committees, where they would do hangings, shootings, fair duels, that were ran kind of, I don't want to say civilly, but these people were like, okay, we're going to run this shit ourselves.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like complete it's still the Wild West, but it wasn't like complete fucking chaos like you were saying earlier, like where everyone's just fucking shooting, give me that beer, and then fucking just shoots you and takes your fucking beer.
Lenny.
If someone was accused somebody of stealing in a card game, the other guy could be like, motherfucker, let's go outside and duel. And the town would allow that. They'd be like, all right, let's let them do their fucking thing. You know what I mean? Which is kind of, arguably kind of cool.
I
didn't say it was right. I said it's kind of cool.
Do you want me to get into a democracy versus republic debate right now? Because I will. Mob rule will always fail.
Hey,
always.
I'm not saying it permanently. I'm saying it's kind of cool. The idea of like, imagine if we were here and I was like, Ben, me and you outside right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling okay right now.
You see how quickly he changed his mind.
You can even say that he's feeling lucky. It was right there.
But yeah, it's because, and I think what me and Aaron are kind of hinting at is like the U.S. Constitution and everything, and it's not being, obviously you're talking about a fictional video game, but talking about no man's land, territories, blah blah blah, and everything, and you don't necessarily have a system to be applied throughout the land without statehood, essentially. And everything.
Yeah, because without infrastructure, people are the general public is
we're animals.
Yeah,
at that point, because you're in an environment. You're in an environment that's resources are scarce. I mean, you're middle of friggin' Oklahoma, or what's going to be Oklahoma. And someday a little DJ will look at you and not pay attention to you in an atlas, but you're in what will be Oklahoma, and You mean nothing to this man, but
Right.
but resources are scarce, blah blah blah. Versus being in a state and having the rule of law to apply to everybody.
Mhm.
In the best case scenarios and what have you. So I mean that's kind of where I'm at. Where everybody goes on about the vigilante stuff in the old West and this, that, and the other. And it's like it's cool until it's applied to you. Until you're the horse thief that didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Then you're gonna look at your right to a lawyer a lot differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe not the speedy trial part. Can we slow this down? Can we read your Bill of Rights?
Yeah, a lot of towns sprang up because of this, which are typical stock, Wild West towns. Saloons, general store, sheriff, post office.
Post office is the big one. That's a big marker for something's gonna happen here.
Yeah,
because it's a big deal
I
when
didn't even think about that. Yeah,
it's a big deal when an area gets a post office, and it's even more big deal when you lose one. And everything, because that's a step down from being unincorporated. You're not on the map anymore. That means there's 5 of you here.
Yeah.
And what have you.
Yeah, I've got to go to town to get my mail.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna have to ride on my horse for 5 hours just to get a freaking some spam.
Yeah. I got what did you get at the post office? Junk mail and dysentery on the way back.
Tuberculosis.
Playing Three Stooges again. Now you got TB. Yeah, 2 bellies.
That's classic. Some of the towns did not have some of the regular things like post offices or churches, schools. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Some of these towns, one of the first ones and the most infamous being Beer City, was also dubbed the Sodom and Gomorrah of the Plains.
What was the name of this place?
Beer City.
I remember reading that one.
Beer as in the beverage?
Yeah, Beer City.
City?
Yep.
Was it what I think it is?
What do you mean? What do you think it is?
Like a city with a bunch of beer?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a city filled with saloons and fucking just whiskey and beer.
I'll be back.
Aaron is changing his mind on the things we said earlier.
It has in quotations, the Sodom and Gomorrah of the Plains. No churches, no schools, no post offices. Just drinking, boxing matches, and drunk pens and prostitutes.
It sounds like the God, I don't want to detract too far from this, but this just reminded me, and since we're recording, I want to bring it up. Since I am watching Deadwood, Ian McShane, who's the guy that runs the Continental in John Wick, he's in Deadwood. He runs a hotel in the show Deadwood.
Okay,
I don't know if it's historical fiction. I don't know if his character is actually based on somebody that really exists or not. Not the point. But it's also a whorehouse, and he's an asshole that runs this whorehouse. And in my head canon, this is where the Continental started. It's in some whorehouse in Deadwood, South Dakota, and it became this gigantic criminal conspiracy around the world. And that's his great grandfather. That's my head canon for the Continental of John Wick.
It makes so much sense.
It does. It's wonderful.
It makes so much sense. Yeah, I have another comment about that, but I'll save it for after we record.
One infamous store that they had in Beer City was called Slap Out because it was always slap out, quote unquote, slap out of goods. Yeah.
I was hoping it would be a boxing place.
I thought it was just a place where people's flabbers were gassed.
It's like we're all out, and they just start fucking slapping. So they just start slapping each other.
Yes. It's in the name.
It's 100 degrees and there ain't no cable.
Vigilante justice, like I said, was a thing. Law was brutal and quote unquote homegrown. If you came in and shot up the townsfolk might shoot you and your gang up. It might not be they need any sheriffs involved in that. Land disputes were handled by respective claim boards. Their power, I love this one. It says their power rested on the possession of Winchesters.
Nice.
Which was like we said before, it was like they had like some type of reasonable like committee for this, but ultimately in the end, it was like who had the bigger fucking gun. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like I kind of want this land. Fuck out of here. You know. We could talk about some maybe the more famous stories, outlaws that have traveled through there. Billy Olive and the Chitwood Gang. That's an hilarious name. Was one of the names that was
It
operated.
sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That's why they didn't make it too far. They got to Beer City, and it says they were run out and killed by the locals.
Okay.
Another one was Black Jack Ketchum. Used the Panhandle as a hideout after robbing trains.
I feel like I know that name.
Yeah, I feel like I do too, actually.
Once escaping with a mangled arm after a failed heist. Eventually, he was executed in New Mexico after a such botched hanging that tore off his head, allegedly. I don't know if that's entirely true.
So that is an interesting thing that I do remember. Again, going back to TV earlier and like watching. Like, do you guys remember Wild West Tech?
No.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I do.
It was the Carradine guy.
Yeah.
The dad, I think.
Yeah.
They had an episode on executions.
Okay.
And that was the first time I ever learned how much a science hanging is.
Yeah.
And everything, as far as the type of rope, the weight of the person, the knot has to go behind the left ear. Absolutely. If you do nothing else right, it's got to be that. And all sorts of stuff, because stuff like that and everything is because they got it before they got it down to a science. When they stopped beheading people and whatnot, and went to ropes and what have you, stuff like that is what happened.
That's the funniest thing. The trial and error is like, that's where I would go if you ask me like any time in history. Like I want to go through when they were trying to figure out something and they were just like, they pull the plug and the fucking head snaps off. He's like, God damn it, Billy! I told you not to tie a fucking double slip knot behind the left ear.
Or it's the one guy that can't count.
Oh, God.
Or it's the one guy that can't count and the rope was too long.
Yeah.
He
Goes
just
all the way
hits
to the
floor, runs away.
Starts trying to run away. Oh, we're sick.
Son of a bitch. Who let Billy tie the knot again? I told him.
Billy, let me see your love for me, right? How'd you get it wrong?
It just goes like,
You know what? Hang him next. Jeez.
oh, but yeah, Wild West Tech. That's what that just reminded me of.
Yeah.
It was their execution episode.
I completely forgot about that
Yeah,
show. That
was a good show.
I feel like that was like high school, like early
Yeah, it was back
college.
when the History Channel was history.
It was
I
history,
vaguely
right?
remember that. Dude,
Yeah.
that was my favorite. The History Channel 58,
Same.
dude, back in the day.
Same.
Yeah, man. History Channel used to be so good.
Nazis and cowboys.
Yeah,
Who's mad
dude.
about it?
And then aliens.
Yeah.
And swamp people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Swamp People was the beginning of the downfall.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I would, because Pawn Stars at least was kind of history still.
Yeah. I mean,
History
didn't that
adjacent.
come after Swamp People though?
I thought it was before that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you might be right. I thought it was after. I don't know.
That show's still on the air, by the way.
Pawn Stars?
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
Didn't one of them? The old man died.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. But didn't somebody else?
I still watch
Oh
Pawn
no,
Stars.
Chumley went to jail.
Yeah, he did.
That's what it was. He went to jail for like meth or something.
Something
If I remember right.
crazy, yeah.
Another cool story was
Completely off track.
Yeah, watch your step, DJ. Gonna be paralyzed behind the bars.
Is this a test again? You were trying to get me to hold on to a thought. I'm like, in my head, I'm like fucking exploding. Another cool story is one man was fined by the town $25 for shooting and killing someone accidentally in a bar brawl. The dead man's brother later had a drink with the shooter before challenging him to a duel and killing him.
So we got him drunk and then shot him.
Yeah.
I would like to think that kind of went like, I get it, but he was my brother.
He's like, I never liked my brother Ted. What are you drinking? And then, an hour later, he fucking.
Jeez.
I love my brother Ted.
I just want you to know I got to kill you, but I get it.
I just want to say I'm sorry and thank you. what's another one? A lot of the stories were kind of really the same. Another one was William the
Imagine
Bud.
that.
William the Bud Coe. His gang was all but hanged, and the ones that got away were captured right before they left the Panhandle and hanged. Really like
Lot of that
hanging.
going on.
Yeah.
And that, there's something missing, and I've talked about it in the past, but like I just have a hard time believing it was that hard to get away in the past.
With someone that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
someone lassos you, and I'm like, I'm gonna just untie myself.
And, well, and also just like, are you? Are I'm using this name on purpose? Are you Jimmy Dean, the sausage wrangler? And no, I'm not. Okay, go on. like, you read some of these stories, and I swear, like in an age where photographs didn't exist yet, or at least convenient ones didn't exist yet, it had to be easier to get away. And people had to admit to being themselves just out of like pride or something.
When I play
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption and I capture someone with a lasso and they're just sitting there squirming, and I'm looking at them like, you're pathetic. Just get up. Just
So-
stand up. It's step one. Get
I
up.
want somebody to lasso you down just so you can see how bad it is.
I would probably suck at it. It would like catch me off guard.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, like my version is just people being stopped at like a border or something. Are you so and so? No.
Nope.
Proceed.
Carry on.
Like,
That we got to do that. It's got to be a required taste trip. We go to a ranch and have someone lasso me.
yeah.
Like they'll have a
Or-
horse and everything, and I'll just be running.
Or,
Just
I think I might be able to arrange that.
or,
I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to get lassoed.
or you
We
know,
have a GoPro now.
or
The
if you want-
namesake. I could wear it on my head.
Yes. The plan is coming together.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
God
yeah,
damn,
there's-
son of a bitch.
yeah, I just feel there's something from that time period that's lost to time, where like you could have gone away with a lot more, or not even a lot more, just clean and free.
Mm.
But
There's probably a lot of like, hey, you, Billy the kid. He's like, no, I'm not.
No,
Oh,
I'm
all
Billy
right.
the adult.
See you later.
Billy the adolescent, Billy the preteen.
There it is.
I'm Billy the cousin, actually.
My friends call me William, actually. No, they call me Willie.
Well,
Willie the adult. Oh, man.
Another just kind of weird and odd, things about like stories, weird settler life, because it wasn't normal there. This was no man's land. A lot of crazy wind out there. You know, if you don't not aware, Oklahoma is like a lot of fucking tornadoes out there.
Yeah.
it is an alley of sorts.
It's a little
Mhm.
crazy out there, So they had the sod houses that you talked about. They were, dealing with droughts. Crazy wind. Was a story of one man who built a tower so his wife could hang a lantern so he could find his way back across empty prayer. Because sometimes it would be like such bad fucking windstorms. That's the last place I want to be stranded is no man's land after
Yeah.
a fucking dust storm and you're 60 miles off course.
Well, again, fortunately, it's a state now.
Yes.
You can find it
God.
on the map, and you won't be stranded. You'll be okay now.
This was a folk rhyme that I found on history.net. It was really cool. It's called Picking Up Bones to Keep Me from Starving, Picking Up Chips to Keep Me from Freezing, Picking Up Courage to Keep from Leaving, Way Out West in No Man's Land.
It's beautiful.
That's like one of those sad Irish hymns.
I'm just glad radio didn't exist yet.
Yes. Yeah, the whole like tower thing that you had mentioned reminded me of when we went camping and we were on Manitou Island. It
Oh,
was
the-
like pitch black,
Yeah, the light
and
tower.
we did not know where our campsite was because it was pitch black.
Yeah.
But but Gio had hung a pirate flag,
Oh, yeah.
and the pirate flag was how we found our campsite.
Mhm. That's hilarious.
It was dark, man.
Okay, so moving on, like I said, this was a 40-year stretch. We're talking 1850 to 1890. Around 1886, 1889, a lot of the residents were starting to hold, meetings and try to form some type of legal territory for the Oklahoma Panhandle, which they're calling this the Cimarron territory. I think that's how it's
I thought
pronounced.
Cimarron?
Unless it's Cimarron. Yeah, okay,
So
Cimarron.
Cimarron is what I remember.
Complete with the Great Seal and representative to the Congress, but the U.S. refused recognition. The territory's quote-unquote only attorney general also ran the finest local moonshine still, adding dried peach juice for color, which is hilarious. He's like the guy who's fucking like seeing this is also the local moonshiner.
Mhm.
Hey, man. A man of the people, really.
Yeah.
That was just how it was.
He's like, all right, I'll
Like-
do something. But everyone respected him. That's why.
This is our
Because he had the moonshine.
This is our senator and Tanner.
Yeah.
Very respected.
Yeah.
Well, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very respected job. The other one's a senator.
In 1890, the Organic Act.
It's gonna be myself a rim shot.
Damn it. There it is.
I still did it.
We have to
Still got it.
so we got to keep DJ moving anyway.
Yes.
You're right.
This train's rolling, baby.
My bad.
It's going
Again,
slow, but it's rolling.
It's like again like a really bad version of speed. If he goes under 50, he just forgets.
If I go over 35, like that's oh, it's hilarious. In 1890, the Organic Act at last annexed the public land strip to the new Oklahoma territory, creating the 7th county, later known as Beaver County, which was basically allowing residents could finally get legal title. Railroads are soon going to be following after that, and all the other federal legal stuff that comes with that, you know. Upon statehood in 1907, the Panhandle was divided into the Cimarron. Is that how you pronounce it?
Cimarron was
Cimarron?
what I thought.
Oh, I said Cimarron. Was divided into Cimarron, Texas, and Beaver counties. By the 1900s, law and railroads basically brought a new era, and no man's land was basically over with.
It is wild to think that it ended in the century that we were born in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is
we're not
interesting.
that far removed
Right.
and what have you. And like, I think I mentioned, I don't remember if I mentioned it to you guys or if I mentioned it on recording before, but like one of my recent revelations was my grandpa, who's still with us. My grandpa was born the same year Wyatt Earp died, 1929. So also the stock market crash. He's a few months older than the Great Depression.
I was actually
But-
talking about this last night. I'll end up to mention that because my great grandmother was born in 1900,
Okay.
but I knew her.
Yeah.
Like she was alive until I was, I think, in middle school. I
Oh,
think.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. So like all the shit she saw,
Mm-hmm.
just being from that era, I'm like, that's insane.
Oh,
How
absolutely.
long how much stuff she lived
Yeah.
through.
But yeah, it's just the fact. Yeah, Wyatt Earp and then my grandpa. You know,
Well, she actually was 100. Actually, no, I was in high school when she died. I'm sorry. She
Oh,
was
okay.
102.
102.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus. Now, I got a few more stories that are pretty funny
Sorry, yeah.
of no man's land. One of them is from Doc Lindley, famous for his shiny top hat. Survived a gun
Top
accident.
hat.
Top hat. Yeah.
Okay,
He survived a gun accident where someone tried to shoot his hat off his head.
that doesn't sound like an accident, but okay.
That sounds like some shit I would do, actually.
That's hilarious. That's
Like, because, like, fuck this dude his hat.
Aaron's drunk and just staring at him all night. He's like, I bet you I
you know
can
what?
fucking shoot that guy's hat right off
Where
his
you going
head.
with that shiny hat?
Right. Like, we think you're better than me?
I thought you said shiny head. It's like, are we inventing a slur again?
And I'm not sure if this story is tied into the story I talked about earlier because the ending sounds similar. It says, unluckily, the shooter shot the Doc Lindley's friend in the head. He missed the top hat. He shot his friend in the head.
The shiny hat.
Oh, didn't even hit the hat.
No, he hit,
Oh,
he
I
hit
was
the
over
guy.
thinking it went through the hat into the
Yeah, hit the
Right.
guy
into the
next
other
to him
person because he was dumb.
because he was fucking shitballs drunk.
Yeah, I believe it's
And the shooter was fined $25 for the criminal carelessness. Later, the victim's brother killed the shooter after sharing a drink. So that kind of sounds similar to that story.
Or maybe they just kept doing that.
Or maybe that's 20. You know the fine.
Maybe that-
$25.
maybe
Right.
that was just a custom.
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill somebody, you drink with them first.
Yeah. You know
That's
the rules.
not a horrible idea,
We
actually.
don't have rules here, but
Honestly.
we don't have rules here, but we have standards. Damn it.
I mean, honestly, I might calm down after having to drink with the person who knows. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
It's like we may
That's
be
what- that's what
criminals, but we're not animals.
you know, when we were coming up, that's what I mean, not the drinking so much, but you shook hands after you fought.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, that's true.
there's an element of truth to it.
Yeah,
This is
that's-
just all of this is just like alcohol infused
Well,
with 6 shooters. I love
the,
it so.
the water probably wasn't great to drink. So
Yeah, look at, I mean, that hasn't really changed much now, so.
yeah, pretty much. Another one, Bill Williams, the bad man of Gate City, once
Bill,
Bill, double Bill.
Can't trust a man with 2 first names.
Or Will Williams.
or Will.
And a story saying he once destroyed his own shack riding drunk while forgetting his horse was tied to it.
That's fantastic.
So then it says he spent hours having to pick cactus spines out of his body.
Dude, this is a Three Stooges guy that you're reading.
Easily.
Another one was Beer City's Madam, the Pussycat Neil. Killed the town's marshal during a dispute, which the locals was in support of the madam and didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, given her profession,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can see that happening.
Like she won fair and square.
Yeah, the oldest profession.
Indeed, it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's most of the cool stories, though, that I had. Like I said, by the 1900s, no man's land was pretty much over with, and Oklahoma inevitably got the Panhandle, becoming the Oklahoma Panhandle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We are all very different historians.
Yep.
That's what I've gathered from DJ's list of facts.
I never said I was one.
Yeah, I never graduated I never graduated college with my degree in history, so I'm just over here chilling.
Hey, I never went. So
And here we are. Required taste, everybody.
we are very different.
Required taste podcast.
Oh.
Something for everybody.
So, well, the one thing I wanted to talk about was how the official land grab actually went. And very short, but you touched on with the Organic Act of 1890, created the Oklahoma Territory and attached no man's land to it. And this is where federal surveyors came in. They mapped the Panhandle, and settlers who were already there had to reapply for their land through proper channels, meaning channels actually existed this time. And some early squatters were able to keep the land if they proved residence somehow, and then others lost their unofficial claims to people who filed properly.
You just show up at the office with a huge Winchester.
Yeah,
It's mine.
Well, I think about like
Winchester.
the DMV is like you need two forms of residency.
right.
Well, I only brought one. That's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. Go on, get it.
Winchester again.
There it is.
It's two Winchesters.
Refer to option 1 and 2.
So basically, what ended up happening, and I watched a video on this. I just kind of committed it to memory. What happened was they pulled everybody out of Oklahoma, or the Panhandle rather. They pulled everybody out, and on a day they basically made them surround the perimeter of the Panhandle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at noon that day, and it was signified by gunshots, cannon fire, whistles. It just depended on what side you were on. And where basically it was, and go. And people went running. Well, riding.
Just the hee-haws. Everybody's just fucking like.
Into Oklahoma. And because when you laid down your plot, or laid down your claim, you got 160 acres is what was up for grabs.
Ooh, that's fucking solid.
Yeah. And I think it was measured out from like center, like your claim was the center, and and then
could you imagine if they did that nowadays?
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
I have thoughts about
it
that.
would be entirely more violent.
Part of it involves 40 acres and possibly a mule. Anyways, moving on.
And so yeah, they go, they basically run in this and the other. So my favorite part of this is just the fact that it basically turned into a race.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
To just go in, and then what DJ's saying is yeehaw.
Yeah.
My first thought was like dodgeball, how you're just running for it.
Yeah, and it's and yeah, so they run in, make their claim, and then they go to you went to basically a registration office, whatever it was of the time, told them where it was. I think you're supposed to leave a flag where you ended up, and then you went. And then told them what your claim was, blah blah blah, and then boom, that's your land.
Okay.
Imagine hurry up and then you get to the office, like you raced all these miles and you get there and there's just a long line.
Yeah, right.
Just stand still for a few hours.
Because bureaucracy rules that.
See, now that's where Homer Simpson comes back in with the glove episode. where he's challenging people to the duels and he's cutting lines. I accept. And what have you. And yeah, that's how they reflooded the Panhandle.
Yeah.
And everything. It was interesting. Yeah. So part of a state was literally made out of a race.
You think they made flyers for it? Like,
I mean, probably, but I assume they probably sent the army.
Like you see a flyer at your local saloon that's like, come one, come all, 160 acres of land, first come, first serve, bring your biggest Winchester.
If I'm not being fun at all, which I seldom am, if I'm not being fun at all, it was probably, I imagine, more of a town crier situation. And then also
hear ye.
Yeah, because you had to balance literacy rate in there.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So, so it's probably, I'm sure there was flyers and official proclamations.
Yeah.
And everything, but I'm sure there were town criers and then probably the army going homestead to homestead.
Yeah.
And telling people the news and whatnot. And then, actually there were people, of course, people who cheated because there were gaps, because that was the thing, is the army was lining the Panhandle and everything, holding people back. But naturally there were gaps. People found them, they would get in. And I guess in Oklahoma they have this saying in one of their, I imagine it's probably football, but one of their sports ball sayings is Sooner Boomer.
Oh yeah, the Sooner State.
Yeah. And so that comes from, they called the cheaters Sooners and the people that went in at the appropriate time Boomers. And that's so when you see a sign in Oklahoma that says Sooner Boomer, that's what it's in reference to, is those two groups of people.
That's interesting because Oklahoma's the actual college. They're the Sooners.
The Sooners,
yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, so they're cheaters.
Yep.
But
that's a bold claim.
So yeah, that was what I learned. But yeah, just basically a silly race determined who got what in the Panhandle.
That's hilarious. That's like, what's that movie with Mr. Bean where they do the race? Is it called Rat Race? Where the millionaire gets like 8 random people and he's like, you guys have to travel like across America, and the first person who gets to this point gets like the $1 million. And Mr. Bean is in it.
The Amazing Race?
Sure.
No, it's not the Amazing. I think it's called Rat Race.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
I've heard both of those. I've heard of both of those, but
yeah, it was like comedy movie, early 2000s, and it was just 8 really weird regular people, and he didn't give them anything. He just said first person to get there gets the money. So they were all just like, however, and trying to fuck each other over, setting up booby traps, and like, that's what I imagine with the Wild West.
Booby trap spelled backwards is party boob.
It is indeed. We should do a required taste Cannonball Run.
Keep that in your back pocket. There.
With the junk cars.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, with the junk cars and whatnot, because I really want to see how Brandy does.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
That
was it for me. I think we're at the limit for DJ, so.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if y'all made it this far in the episode, we appreciate giving us a listen. As I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, just give us a like, give us a follow, give us a rating on wherever you're listening to us at too. We would really appreciate that. We actually we've gotten more ratings on Spotify now, so that's pretty tight. So thank you all for those. We appreciate that, of course. But yeah, wherever you're listening to us at, drop us a rating, drop us a like, drop us a follow. Feel free to send us any ideas you have for new episodes. We have a list going that we need to complete. It's going to get there eventually, we promise. Other than that, again, hope you all enjoyed the holiday. Stay safe out there, and y'all be cool.
Thanks, guys.